have no drink. This is not right.
Drink, drunk.
Mm-hmm.
You could put up with it for a little while before the...
Yeah, I'll be fine. So what else you got in your notes there, sir? Now that we're on a new podcast.
This today, I should have changed my shirt.
Wearing the same shirt 3 days in a row.
Of course. 3 weeks. You dirty bastard. I want to know how they know all the grizzly bears.
What?
I read articles about, they're like, a grizzly bear attacks some people.
Mm-hmm.
And they go, well, that grizzly bear is not known to attack people. I'm like, well, how do they know?
They're collared?
That's a big collar, right? They must be chipped or something.
Something,
right? Because I'm
and how would you know they're all... I don't know.
They're priors?
They're yeah, how do you know they're priors?
I don't know, but I was reading because I've been fascinated by morons that go on vacation lately.
Mm-hmm.
And
when I go up to the lake, I'm always like, yeah, it's a nice night. Let's go for a walk. And then I was like, no.
Black bear could get you.
Maybe not.
He wouldn't get you. He'd probably be scared and just...
No, thanks.
No.
Saw a bobcat there the other day.
Yep, they're up there.
We were driving by, I was like, because there's trails right by her place. And there's this lady jogging, and it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that. And we pass her, and then, I don't know, 50 feet later, bobcat goes running across. I was like, oh.
What the?
They're going to have a dangerous meeting.
Like, she's that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Put the arrow?
Yeah.
Go get it.
Chicken head's over there.
Chicken head. That's one hell of a trail.
Yeah.
Sounds like a place to go. But I'm just like, these people, they're like coming up on the buffalo and the people cooking a hot dog over Old Faithful Hot Springs.
Well, you can't really worry about that one, right?
No, but it's just the level of dumb for whatever. But like but it's always like you read articles and they always want to blame Americans, right? Overseas. Anytime somebody does something stupid,
right,
they blame Americans. I'm finally getting down into the morons who travel that aren't Americans.
Okay.
Because I don't know the name of all, but there was one. What's the big fountain in Italy? There's a bunch, I'm sure. But the one that's in Rome.
In the square?
Yeah.
I was there. I don't remember the name of it.
My mom was there too. I saw pictures of it. But there was some moron who hopped the wall and filled up their water bottle with the water. Come on. But they always like to blame Americans, right? Oh, it's American tourists. Fucking savages. But it's not.
Was it an American
No.
tourist?
No.
Canadian?
Probably. And then this other one, Neptune's Fountain. I don't know where that is. That's also in...
Is that you, Buzzer?
That's me. That's also in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Some German just decides to climb it.
Yeah, that's what they do.
They climb the Alps?
They're all about... He got up to the top and yodeled.
When I read that article, I thought of that thing from The Price is Right.
Oh, yeah. That was a great one. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but they give it, they got to start pulling back. It's bad American tourists. It was just bad tourists.
Yeah.
So I'm like that one. I'm like, all right, this guy's an idiot. And then I got another article. Chinese people thought it would be faster to do their work, so they ripped out a part of the Great Wall of China to do their bulldozer work.
I don't... you got to explain that one to me.
So there's a Chinese company.
Right.
They're doing work.
What, like...
Work out in Chinese fields out there, I guess.
Okay.
And I guess they had to get from one section of the field to the other.
Oh, so...
Instead of... Whoa!
I'm dying!
Oofa.
So they blasted a hole through the Great Wall.
Through the Great Wall to make a shortcut, to make it easier.
Sounds like a plan. I mean, you're going to go thousands of miles out of the way?
Well, I don't think it was thousands. But even if it was a few hundred feet, whatever. But isn't that a national monument? The Great Wall of China?
I'm sure they got permission to do it.
They didn't. They got
No?
all sorts of trouble.
Oh, no shit.
But how do you think that's a good idea? Look, I'm just going to
You
knock
probably
this.
think that nobody's gonna know.
Yeah, this is already falling apart. No one's gonna.
It's old.
No one's gonna notice the tire tracks that go through the middle of it.
Doesn't mean anything.
Did it really work? You think?
Way back when?
Yeah,
Probably.
think so.
Yeah, if you're on horseback, what are you gonna do? Jump over that wall?
But then they find. But did they finish it?
But it's so long, you have to go all the way past it. I guess depending on where you are.
Right. I mean,
Hmm.
I don't know if it worked
That's a serious job.
to build a wall
Yeah.
that you can see from outer space or airplanes or whatever.
Yeah.
Think it's aliens?
I think it's Chinese.
Lots and lots of Chinese people.
Lots.
But you had to have lots of Chinese people first making the bricks.
All of it. Yeah. Mortar.
Yeah, and then bringing those bricks. You sure was no aliens helping? Speeding the process?
Dude, like how tall is the wall?
I don't know. I've never been to China. Well, for the most part, what? Chinese people are what, 5'4"? So if you're 6 foot, 6'7", maybe you'll slow them down.
You know how we were watching boxing before?
Yes,
There's a heavyweight boxer who's Chinese.
that's an anomaly.
Yeah, no doubt.
Is he a winner?
He's one of two
Chinese
tall Chinese people that I have heard of.
Great Wall of China.
Oh shit!
Great balls of fire.
I was just gonna sing that. His average height is 20 feet.
Jesus.
That's a lot of brick, man.
Took 300 years to build it.
Yeah.
The tallest reaches 46 feet.
How long is it? Whoa. It's pretty crazy.
So it went from the sea to wherever.
I don't care about the altitude. I want to know. It's not just a simple wall, dude.
Right, I'm sure there were spaces to shoot stuff at people and
Mm-hmm.
throw some fireworks down at them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Some ramen.
Sure.
Dude,
It's 15 feet wide.
wow. And look how thick it is.
Yeah. All right. How long is this bad boy? What? How long? How long?
How long has this been going on?
Dude, 5,500 miles.
That's insane.
That's seriously insane.
And they built it in 300 years?
They
Okay.
got the manpower.
Did they back then, though?
Well, I'm sure they had slaves.
Sure. Everybody had slaves.
Yeah.
If you were a Chinese porn star, would you go with the Great Wall of China? Would you go with that?
Call myself the Great Hole of China.
Well, that's if you're a woman.
Oh.
But if you're a
Gotcha.
guy,
Yeah.
call that the...
A Great Wall.
There's a greater Great Wall?
Extended sections. Extended sections?
So
What is
they-
that, the reboot?
So they added extra after the first time around they didn't
Oh, check
win?
it out. It's not straight.
No,
Like,
it's-
there's like a loop in it, and I guess there must have been a castle or something in here, right, to protect it.
or is it like one group went one way and one group went the other?
But this, check it out. I mean, if you were trying to get through anywhere in here, you had to go like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles out of your way.
Right, and that's not to say that
That's
the
pretty
total length,
pretty amazing.
21,000 kilometers. That's 7,700 miles.
amazing.
That's some good old Chinese ingenuity, but without aliens helping.
No,
you,
that's the extended section.
right. That's what I mean. So that was put
So
on.
the whole thing
afterwards?
is 12,000, 13,000 miles. Dude.
Oh, I thought the whole thing end to end is 21,000.
No,
kilometers.
this orange part here
Okay.
is 5,500 miles. These extended sections are
And-
another 7,600.
Jesus.
Yeah.
12,000 miles. No way you didn't have aliens helping you.
13. Change.
Dude. You had to have aliens. How?
So the world is what, 25,000 around? So it's half the circumference of the globe.
That's impossible.
Except it's flat, so it's not really a globe.
Yeah.
I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry to all you
So
flat earthers.
So did they put it from the lowest point of the of the cover, I guess,
Yeah.
to the edge of the other cover?
Yeah.
Listen now.
It's really to cover God's food in his microwave. That's what the earth is
What do
for.
they call it? A cloche?
Cloche?
That's what they call that when they lift that thing up for you.
Cloche.
You get your room service and they go.
Oh, yeah.
And God lifted it up and it's just a bunch of people running around building a wall.
Nice.
Now he had to help then.
Sure.
Or aliens. Come on, God got that big finger. Now, that's like, they said 300 years, but no way. That's every man, woman, and child making brick every day. Who's gathering
Well,
rice?
maybe not. Maybe they got it from local quarries.
But you still have to make bricks, right? Maybe the inside's filler, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But you still have to have the bricks on the outside. And it's strong enough that
insane.
people can stand on it.
Still.
Aliens.
Still. Yeah. Still. Amazing.
Do you think that maybe those aliens just sort of like come down, they make that, we'll bop on over to Egypt, we'll throw a few things up over there.
Go to Mexico.
Yeah.
Bloom, bloom, bloom.
Yep, throw some of this up,
Mm-hmm.
and we're out.
And then we're going to go dive off of San Diego. We'll come back in a couple hundred years.
Yeah, we're going to go vacation down in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean,
They're here, though, right? Isn't that what they've been saying?
they walk among us.
No, they said that they have bodies and stuff, right?
Yeah, they always do. They always say it.
Who's always?
Them.
No, I mean the government has been saying it.
Right. But
Yeah.
are they saying it to throw us off?
Of which thing?
I don't know.
There's so much to throw us off on.
Right. It's funny. It's like, imagine this is the first time the government is actually being honest and clean. No, we really have them.
Yeah. So let's show it.
And people are like, no, you're
Show it.
lying to us.
Show it.
For all these years of us not having it, now they have it.
If you really have it, show it.
I agree.
Go War of the Worlds on us.
Whip it out.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
If you got the goods, you whip it out.
Yeah. If you got an alien, you got to show it.
Are they afraid, like King Kong, you'll get loose? Start climbing big
Well, if
buildings?
it's a body of something
Oh, if
that
it's
crashed,
dead, right? Yeah.
yeah. Lay it out there.
When do you think they would come back and get it?
Don't know. Depends how far they are from home.
Well, if they're under the water in San Diego, it's a quick trip.
But did they start there?
Right.
They probably came from somewhere else.
But if they're advanced enough to get here, then they would fly here. You can't tell me that guy left by himself. I'm running away from home. I'm gonna.
Maybe he lost his cell phone and they couldn't track him, so they don't know that he's here.
Still to this day.
Or maybe they found him and that's why we've been seeing sightings lately.
Maybe. We're going to avenge our brother's death?
You think they started the fires in Maui?
No, Oprah Winfrey did.
And that's why it only hit selected houses?
I heard that. The laser gridding.
Laser?
I heard they were doing some kind of laser gridding.
Give me the conspiracy theory on the Maui fires.
First I heard Elon Musk caused it from SpaceX.
Okay.
That was one. Then I heard something with like laser.
Did he have a launch over in Hawaii?
I don't think so. I thought California was the closer. Texas.
I thought it was Florida.
Florida too.
But
'Cause
yeah,
we have what?
so
Don't we
having
have Cape something?
Canaveral.
Yeah, and we have another one in Texas. I think we have a launch pad somewhere.
Okay.
Because that's why we had the Houston Astros, because there was a space program in it.
Okay. I never put that together.
But then they said something about laser gridding, using lasers to grid, and the laser caught it on fire.
Okay.
And Oprah Winfrey did it.
Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey and her billionaire friends, because they want to get that property pennies on a dollar.
But wouldn't the insurance settle for the people that own the property?
Maybe they didn't have insurance. Or maybe the insurance was too low to rebuild because of the cost to get stuff into Hawaii. Now, the news conspiracy I heard today was that she had hired her own private fire company to keep the fire away from her estates and her property.
Okay.
And kicked people out of her lands. Like
Like
all these refugees aren't
her
allowed on her land.
her fiefdom. Yes. Isn't that always the way?
Yeah.
They're the ones that scream the most, but they'll never help out.
No. Like Joel
Assholes.
Osteen.
Yeah.
Remember that whole debacle? I'm not opening my church for these people.
Yeah.
Or these swiping credit cards as they come in.
Yeah.
Just gonna put that on file, don't worry.
Credit check.
Yeah, we're not gonna run it.
That would be great if he did a credit check before letting them in.
You know how when you check into a hotel,
Yeah.
they're like, just gonna scan that, just make sure you got some kind of money.
Sorry, 580. You can't come in.
Yeah. That's gonna be like what is that? Black Mirror?
Get yourself a nice cheap credit card with a low balance.
Build that credit.
Come back in a couple of years.
Didn't that
Make your payments on time.
wasn't that Black Mirror? With the social score, like China did with the social score? Oh, you didn't say hello enough, so your social score goes down.
Dude, I'd be so bad.
I'd be walking everywhere. I'd be able to get on a bus.
Negative.
Watch that episode of Black Mirror.
Creepy.
Kind of.
It'll get you there.
It'll get you to see how they're doing it. Like, yeah. Like, it starts out harmless enough like Uber. They get 5 stars for this one, 5 stars.
Yeah.
But it devolves into your entire life. That bitch didn't say thank you. Demerit.
Bad.
So, yeah, that's the new conspiracy theory that rich people are going to buy the land for cheap because, the residents aren't going to be able to rebuild.
BlackRock.
Right. So.
I heard that one today.
BlackRock's in on it now?
No, not that they're in on that, but they are buying BlackRock, Vanguard, and somebody else. They're all owned by the same people.
Okay.
And they're buying up all the property in the States, and they plan on owning like 60% in the next 10 years or something like that.
Of all our states?
Yes. All the homes.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
And they're just going to rent to everybody because they're in that whole you'll own nothing and be happy World Economic Forum
it's a weird thing.
Yeah.
They pushed that years ago at it was a town meeting.
Why don't we just take those people out?
Yeah, I don't. That was not.
Tell me there's not a bunch of Navy SEALs that are like,
I'm not done with this.
I'm not down with this.
Right.
Let's just take these fuckers out.
The Bezos too, right? Doesn't he have I'm not sure if it's an Amazon thing where you can invest into them buying real estate and you get a return on your investment from the renters. I saw something like that. I don't know if it's him per se, but I saw something of that nature.
Right.
So you invest into this fund.
Yeah.
And the fund basically buys property, and when those properties that you've bought or rented, you get money on your return on your investment.
Okay.
Kind of, but years ago, 5 years ago, probably 6, I don't know. Town meeting, because there's a strip of land that's useless. It's not useless, but in the sense that there's a train track, and then there's 100 wide, the length of the train track. And they've slowly started putting up apartment buildings.
Where's this?
My town.
Okay.
And they're expensive, a couple grand, to live near a running train, freight and Amtrak.
Sure.
And the urban developer, whatever you want to call it, city planner was like, well, people don't want to own their own home anymore. Everybody in that place was like, what? People do not want to own property. You sure?
Yeah.
$3,000 a month? Next to a shit train track? You're not talking city living.
Right.
You're talking 2 miles to the train station walking. They don't want to own a home. They want to live in an apartment like that.
Yeah.
I don't buy it.
Me either.
Something is afoul. Probably Oprah.
Yeah, she caused it all.
Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah.
So, and then the other thing that is now, so then her and The Rock said, we're going to start a fund. We want everyone to give to the fund. So they put up $5 or $10 million each. And the people from Ohio are like, that's it? You have billionaire friends. you should be able to gather up money from all your friends and rebuild us in 6 months.
Yeah.
It reminded me of the Ben and Jerry's thing. Did you see that during Columbus Day? So of course Ben and Jerry pretends to be activists,
Sure.
and they were like,
Columbus bad.
"Yeah, so
Mhm.
why don't you start?" So they came up with the thing like, well, somebody said Happy Columbus Day. Well, why don't you start by giving some land back to the American Indians?
Sure.
And so that's the big thing. Meanwhile, I'm like, well, I think people came here to take the land. They weren't borrowing the land. If they had a choice, they probably would have wiped out all the Indians, but they didn't.
Right.
Some survived. So, and there's all this. Then they're trying to jaw with people on that, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, for lack of better terms, Chief Jay Strongbow shows up, and he's like, your factory's on Indian land.
Mm-hmm.
You should start by giving that back.
Yeah.
And they were like, whoa, we gotta work this out. We're gonna talk about it a little
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, exactly.
Tune went 180.
Of course.
The Twitter comments went
Always.
180.
It's always the same
It was like,
phony farts.
coaches were like, people gonna start boycotting Ben and Jerry's, and I'm like, there's too many people stoned now. They're not boycott Ben and Jerry's,
Yeah. Gotta get some Cherry Garcia, man.
dude. You liked it? I mean, their ice cream's great, but
Sure.
their political whatever is whatever. Can you separate the art from the artist? Can you?
Yeah.
I mean, like, people
I
are like,
mean, that I can.
people are like,
They're not gonna.
Michael Jackson's a savage, but I love Billie Jean
Yeah, I could do without Michael Jackson.
and his music.
I'll listen to Jackson 5. I don't
Okay.
listen to his solo stuff. What am I
Mm.
gonna listen to?
Well, I
Ben?
said- Ben.
Am I gonna listen to Ben?
Was that still Jackson 5 or is it his?
No, that's him.
It's him, but I didn't know
Yeah.
if it was during the era.
It was.
'Cause-
I don't know.
'Cause he was
I don't know if there was overlap.
he was still the baby voice.
Right.
No, but they were like, they say Chris Brown, he smacked Rihanna around, but I can still listen to his songs. Or the other one. What's the one who
That rhymes.
does?
Yeah.
What's his name? Who's the one kid touching?
The pee guy?
Which one?
Guy peed on people?
Yeah, what's his name?
In the closet.
Yeah.
That guy?
Yeah. You're thinking of the South Park version of that.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Oh, shit.
Damn it. But he was like, people are like, still got good songs. Did horrible things.
Can't remember his name. Doesn't matter.
That doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
It's insignificant. But, so yeah, I guess you
R.
could-
Kelly.
R. Kelly, there you go.
I knew there was an initial in there.
So you separate the art from the artist when it comes to other things.
Yeah. If it's good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben and Jerry's is delicious. Yeah, they're
Right.
political. It's just talk. It's no action, right?
Yeah.
Trump's terrible. Buy my ice cream.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Jimmy Page had a 14-year-old girlfriend. Whatever.
Didn't what's his name?
Everyone?
Stephen
Artemis
Tyler.
Pyle?
Wasn't Stephen Artemis Pyle?
Yeah.
Skinner.
Yeah. Him too? Yeah.
Elvis.
Yeah. Jerry Lee.
Dude, the Elvis one. I was watching. We were watching a doc on Elvis over the weekend.
Mm.
I mean, he was like over in Germany because of the army thing, and he was like, "I'm gonna take your daughter back to my place, sir. Can get her enrolled in a grade school. She'll be fine. We're not gonna do anything until she's of age."
School of Sword Swallowing?
And the dad's like, "Sounds good." So
People.
you drop your 14, or I think you're 13 or 14. You let Elvis take that back to the States. He's 19. I mean, it was a sad affair. His life, watching that doc, I was like, somewhere around, had to be, not the special, not the comeback special in black leather, but somewhere in there, middle there, he was wearing a blue suit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, they could have saved him right there. Like, that was really could have got him to rehab, whatever. Nope.
No,
They kept,
man.
They kept that machine turning. You go watch that. You watch that Vegas when he's in the white and he's wearing what looks like the suit from Austin Powers. I mean, the voice is there.
Yep.
The golden voice is there, but he's like talking to the crowd. It's like,
Dude, they could have saved everybody.
sure.
Like, when I think about Lane Staley, they're like, oh, well, he disappeared for days. You guys have enough money to hire someone to watch him around the fucking clock.
Right.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Sure.
He's your meal ticket.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth it.
Sure.
What do you got to pay somebody? You pay 3 people to do 8-hour shifts. Give them $100,000 each.
Sure.
He heads towards a bad part of town. You just fucking jump him. He's not going to fight you back.
Okay, look at him. He's a twig.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I
Throw
mean-
a fucking bag over his head. Throw him in his trunk. Drive him around until he straightens out.
Right.
Yeah.
Until he comes with senses. I agree.
They didn't do shit.
No. And then, like, with Elvis, he just had a pile of yes men.
Yeah.
Watching Elvis do the karate,
Oh, the best.
priceless. And his security guards are like, I just picture, like,
Saw a story Alice Cooper was saying about meeting Elvis, and Elvis threw him to the ground.
you dirty hippie.
Yeah.
But you know, like, they were
Hey, man. Let me show you my karate, man.
so hilarious. Like, you'd go into town
Yeah.
to do a gig, and they would find a dojo and put on this thing. And I just felt like, are we home? Home? And just watching one of them security guards grab him by the wrist going, we're doing this for show. You go a little too far,
Yeah.
you're going to be no Elvis no more.
Yeah.
The Memphis Mafia. Dude, the thing that, I mean, it's like, he checks into a hospital for exhaustion. They're just covering the room with tinfoil. Oh my God. I was like,
Communication with the aliens?
I don't, maybe. Trying to check in on that wall building.
It could be.
Elvis was running the show.
Yeah. He's connected to the ancestors.
I mean, he had the voice. I mean, he sounded fabulous, but he was just like,
It's a mess.
sure. I mean, that's the Colonel.
Colonel don't give a...
Fuck. Colonel
No.
could. Turns out Colonel couldn't let him play Europe because Colonel didn't have a passport anymore because he was sketchy
Yeah.
with his name and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Elvis is like, I can't go play Europe. Like, nope. Colonel can't go. You can't go.
Terrible.
Oh my God, unbelievable. That's
Colonel should have had Colonel. Elvis should have had Led Zeppelin's manager.
You don't like all those hippies. They weren't God fearing enough.
Hey, man.
Supposedly he
Want a
liked.
Cadillac?
Supposedly he liked the Beatles. I don't know.
I don't know.
They always said he would try to get the FBI to investigate them, but
Yeah?
drug addict hippies, they don't belong in America. Dude, as soon as they hit America,
Yeah.
that's cutting into market share.
Sure is.
So, but
Yeah.
but like I said, we watch it. It's just depressing. You know, like it's sad.
Yeah, of course.
Like all those stories are sad, but that one's sad because you're like, you see it. You're like, right there is where you can fix them,
Yeah.
and they don't care.
Mm.
And with that, we can't fix you people either. Do we care?
Not even going to try.
I don't know if we care.
Sorry.
Sorry. We got our own.
I got my own family. I got 4 kids to feed.
I got to plug holes in my own boat before I save your ass. All right. Until next time.
TOT!
See ya.